Right, let's get into some non-league, man. So we jump straight into ball league, but you're a non-league player, man. In fact, let's go even further back than that, bro. Because again, everyone talks about your past, man.
Yeah, bro.
You know?
Flipping hell. My football career, man, has taken me some places, bro.
Yeah.
It all started when I signed for Nike Academy when I was 16.
Yeah.
That's probably the best 2 years of my life, man.
Swear.
I didn't realize it at the time. Like, I speak to my teammates at Nike Academy. Some of them are pros in the championship. Some of them are playing in the Prem, World Cups, and we all say the same thing. Nike Academy was the best thing we ever had, bro.
So where was that based? Here?
So we was based in St. George's Park, in the England training ground. Yeah. So I won a competition. It was called Nike the Chance. I won it. I think there was a trial in Barnet. I won that. 2 players got selected out of 20,000. So 20,000 applied, and then they whittled it to about 80 people. Got picked when I was 16, and then we went to a global showcase. And then they had players from all around the world go through the same process that we went through. Yeah. They won their nationals, and then they all got invited to this global showcase at St. George's. Wow. 8 players got picked out of 85. I didn't get picked initially, but they put me in like this talent pool. Yeah. So a couple of months after that, I was gutted. Like that's probably like that's my worst memory of football, not getting picked for Nike Academy. Like I had all my chips in it. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna go Nike Academy. It didn't happen at that time. And then 2 months later, I got the call. I was studying A-levels at that time, and I got the call on my lunch break, and they were like, "Do you want to come down tomorrow and start at Nike Academy?" I said, and then I'm thinking to my head, "What about my A-levels?" And I'm like, "A-levels?" So I left like that day, packed all my bags, went to Watford Junction, got a train up to St. George's Park. And yeah, man, that's kind of where my football journey pretty much started.
So what was the purpose of Nike Academy then?
So we were a group of 20 players, and our sole purpose was to get a professional contract. Okay. So we were training like pros, we were eating like pros, sleeping like pros, everything. They had everything for us, and we'd play against under 21 teams every week. So mainly we play against English under 21 teams, and like Rootz, we would smack these teams every week. Like I'm not lying, we'd turn up to Nottingham Forest, Huddersfield, Man United, but like we used to play. There's videos on YouTube now. You can, if you want to do your research, type in Academy. We're beating Barcelona 3-0, Inter Milan 4-0. Like it was crazy, man. And travelled the world because of it as well. Right? We went America a couple times, Europe, done all of Europe, like Holland, Spain, France, Germany, and yeah, man. Like I think it was like we didn't get paid or anything like that. We were just there just to get a contract and free Nike gear. That's what. And our expenses were £100 a month for our trains. Oh gosh. And yeah, it was full time. I was living there with the players, and I spent 2 years there. Had so many trials, bro. I was all over the country. 2 years, bro. Oh, wow. I think I hold the record for being the longest serving player at Nike Academy, which is a good thing and a bad thing. Yeah. Because they would do reviews every 3 months on what players would get cut. Yeah. Every 3 months they'll come, they're like, Bilal, you need to get a pro contract. Like you've been here too long. Every time it'd be the same conversation. And then there were players getting cut after 3 months. So they rated me. Yeah. But I was 16, so my body didn't develop. I was still like maturing as a footballer. Yeah. And then when I got to 18, I had a trial for Coventry City. Yeah. So I was there for 3 weeks, did my thing, and then Tony Mowbray, who was the manager at the time, pulled me in his office. I was like, yeah, we'd like to offer you a 3-year contract. That couldn't believe it, man. That was surreal. I think what they made their decision on the training game that we played, it was against the first team. Yeah. And I can't remember the fullback's name. He was like established, like 10-year pro, and I was giving it to him down the line every time, like.
Oh, so he's a winger?
Yeah, I was a winger. Yeah. That's me. I'm a winger, innit?
Yeah. So, for some reason I had you as a number 10.
I do play there, but I play on the right, on the left, 10. That's my favourite position though. I am a number 10. Yeah. But most managers don't see me there, unfortunately. Okay. But yeah, man, that was the start of my journey.
So you was there at Coventry 3 years?
3 years, yeah. So I started in League One. Yeah. I joined March that season. We got relegated that season, so to League Two.
So relegation on your CV already? Wow.
I didn't make any appearances, bro. But then I got promotion the next year. And we won the EFL trophy as well at Wembley. I played the earlier rounds, but I wasn't part of the squad in the semis and the finals, but that's on my record as well. But yeah, it went fairly well, and then I think towards the end of my time at Coventry, I did my ankle pretty bad. Yeah. And this was when I was on the cusp. Like I was making matchday squads every week. I was doing really well. And then I did my ankle, it was a 21s game away to Watford. And I was out for like the last 4 months of the season.
Yeah.
And my contract was expiring that year. And then I was 21, they were like, listen, like, we like you, but you haven't done enough for us to like extend.
Yeah.
And that's when I joined into the pits of non-league, as they say, from 21 years old.
But what was it like living in Coventry? I've lived in Coventry.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, you know it, yeah?
Yeah, I know very well. My family's from there. And
oh, nice,
so, yeah,
nice,
went
nice.
to uni there as well.
Nice.
So where did you live in Cov?
I lived, I can't remember, it was CV13. That was the postcode. No, not Colnbrook. It was so long ago, man. I was living in Diggs the first year.
Okay.
With like a club legend, him and his wife, Ray Goodin. And then the second year, I was living pretty much in the city centre.
Okay.
Yeah. So me, two of my teammates, we rented out a flat. Mad cheap there as well, bro.
Yeah.
Free bed for £7 a month.
Yeah.
And then here, you're 1 bed.
I know. I missed them Cov days, man. Did you used to go out and stuff in town?
Yeah, like I used to go like to the city centre or whatever.
Clubbing Icon Diva?
Nah, I'm not.
Nah?
I'm not on that.
No stories?
Nah.
I thought you had some stories.
Nah, not me. My teammates did, but
right,
I was the silent one. I was.
Okay, silent assassin in
Yeah,
the corner, yeah? Nah, I missed them days. Went to uni up there.
Yeah.
Good times, man. Good times, man.
What's that road? What's that road in Cov? It's like a strip, but it looks like Peckham. Everyone says the same thing.
It's like Peckham?
It looks like Peckham. It's the main strip. I can't remember the name of the road where.
Where the clubs were?
Where the clubs were. It looks like Peckham, bro. Like it looks exactly like Peckham High Street.
Oh.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. Oh, it's
because my boy is from Peckham and he came one time. He's like, bro, am I in Peckham or am I in Cov, bro? And I'm thinking, what are you talking about? And then he took me to that same high street like a couple weeks later.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the hell? It's mad, bro.
Coventry, love that place.
It's a good place, man.
Yeah. So after Coventry, went into non-league, God help you.
Oh, bro.
And who was your first club that picked you up?
My first club was Enfield Town.
Enfield Town. Oh, that's a good club.
It's a good club, yeah. It was a good club, but I heard a few things.
Oh God.
Bro, there was one thing like that I was shocked about. So when I left Cov, I had like a few like contacts from non-league or whatever from my boys. So I went to Enfield. I didn't sign or anything. It was just there to trade for the first couple of weeks of pre-season. We played Tottenham.
Okay.
We played Tottenham under 21s.
Yeah.
And my old Nike Academy manager was the assistant manager of Tottenham. We played them, and we played really well. I did really well, and I was still 21 at the time.
Yeah.
So I think it was 0-0. Played against like Marcus Brown, like all them man from that were coming up. And then I get a phone call the day after we played them from my ex Nike Academy manager. He was like, "Listen, we want to take you on a." They were going on a tour in Monaco. Just want to have a look at you. They want to have a look at you because you did really well. I was like, all right, like buzzing, whatever. And all the guys knew from Enfield, like all the players, they knew in the changing room, and they were talking about it. And then I was waiting. I was like, listen, like it's gonna happen, whatever. And then the phone just went dead. It just went silent. I was thinking, what the hell was going on? Like he just went silent. All of a sudden, didn't hear anything. I kept trying to phone my manager, the Enfield manager. I kept trying to phone them. Nothing was happening. And then I never really heard anything. And then 2 years later, one of my close friends saw one of the coaches at Tottenham, and he asked him, because he's like, what happened that time with Bilal was meant to go with you at Monaco? He was like, Enfield, they blocked him. They blocked him. They didn't let him go. And I wasn't even on a contract. I was on trial, bro.
No.
Yeah, bro. So when I found that out, obviously it's a long time ago, 6-7 years ago. When I heard that, I was like, wow. Like, non-league is brutal, man.
Enfield, man. Nah, that's naughty. Nah, I was just picking you lot up.
Enfield's a good club. Like right now, I think the people there at the time, that's kind of what did me. But yeah, couldn't believe it, bro. When I heard that from my friend, I said,
that's
just sums up non-league, innit?
Yeah. Okay, so Enfield Town came and went. How long was it?
I was at Enfield for like a year.
Okay.
That was my first season non-league. Was in and out. Just getting grips with like the non-league game, men's football, and then I thought, you know what, let me just leave. I've done the rounds in non-league, bro. Like any club in the northwest area, I've probably played for them, bro.
Yeah.
So when I left Enfield, I went to Met Police.
Yeah.
I was there for like a season. Did okay, and then I wanted to like come back home, like closer to the area. So I was at Wingate for quite a while.
Yeah.
I enjoyed my time at Wingate. It was really good. There was one season, the season that I left, I had like 10 goals in October. Like I was doing really well. And then some reason I had a falling out with the chairman and the manager out of nowhere.
At Wingate?
At Wingate, yeah. Same thing. Just, for me, Rootz is like, I do well at a club, and then I'm always looking over my shoulder like, is something gonna happen to me? Like, are they coming for me? I don't know, maybe it's a conspiracy on my part, I don't know, but I've always had this feeling where I don't want to do too well.
Yeah.
For me, like, if we're gonna, this is a platform where there's no filter.
Yeah.
Bro, when I play non-league, I just feel jealousy. I feel like people don't want you to do too well because then you might get a move elsewhere or anything like that.
Yeah.
And I just don't like it, man. I turn up, I go to training, I'm like, I can hear what you're saying. I know what you're saying. Why don't you want players to do well? It doesn't make sense.
Well, who's that coming from though? Is it coming from the players?
No. Players are players. Like, no one's ever gonna like go against a player.
Yeah.
I think it's not even management. I would say. I'd say like the owner side, the chairman side, when they get a bit too involved.
Okay.
And I've had my experiences with that, man. It's not nice when. Like,
so they're moving like Marinakas, basically.
Yeah, well, bro, you see that?
Basically,
bro.
Yeah, God.
Damn,
so, obviously you're at Wally now, but what non-league club are you at now?
I'm at Walthamstow. I finished my season with Walthamstow.
Okay.
But I started the season, I went to Australia for 2 months.
Yeah.
So I played pro out there.
Australia's a beautiful country, man.
Beautiful country.
It's like this every day.
Regular, and the space is, there's so much space. There's no living crisis. There's no housing crisis. Everyone lives a good life. Diet there is good.
Yeah.
But yeah, if I'm being brutally honest, football is shocking, man.
Yeah.
Football is...
But again, you can make a good living.
You can make a good living, but bro, from my experiences in Australia, man, wow.
Talk to me.
Wow. It opened my eyes, bro.
Swear.
I have a close friend, Taufik. He plays out there. He's been there for 2 years now, coming up. So it came from him. He said, listen, like, there's an agent that I work with and he's looking for players. Are you interested in coming? I said, you know what, yeah, off season, let me go for two months. Obviously, we don't get paid in the non-league for pre-season as well. So I thought, make a bit of change on the side.
Yeah.
So I went there and I was expecting good things. But the club that I went to, it was like, I got there, we agreed terms, we agreed money and all that kind of stuff. The first 2 weeks, it was fine. They take me out the accommodation that I was at. They put me into a random accommodation with the family. I said, what the hell is going on here? Then they asked me to contribute to the accommodation costs. That wasn't agreed. And then they didn't pay me what I was promised at the same time.
Is this a top team in the top
This
division?
is the third level of Australian football.
Okay.
So you have A-League,
Yeah.
and then you have what you call MPL, and then MPL 1.
Okay.
So I was playing MPL 1.
Okay.
And yeah, man, that was like, there were a few foreign boys there as well, and they said the same thing, like, Australia's renowned for this. Like, if you don't have it in writing, and if you don't have it in a contract, they can do, it's non-league basically out there. It's crazy.
Oh, so you didn't even go out there with a contract?
Nah, that was my mistake though. That was my mistake.
You live and you learn. Bro.
Yeah, you live and you learn. You live and you learn.
Contract is key in anything. Trust me.
But I'm glad I went there. It was a good experience.
Yeah.
Like, not many people can say they've even been to Australia.
Yeah.
But yeah, football-wise, like before I went there, they were talking about me coming for this season as well. So their season starts February to August.
Yeah.
And then after those 2 months, I was like, I can't commit to this. Like,
What part of Australia was you in?
Melbourne.
Melbourne.
Yeah, it was a beautiful city, man. Beautiful city.
I lived in Sydney.
Oh, you lived in Sydney, yeah? For how long?
Yeah. I was there for 9 months.
Nice.
I travelled there for a year.
Yeah.
For the year holiday visa. But I lived there for 9 months.
Bro, that's another thing as well. But the visa thing, I don't know if I should even go into that.
What?
Actually, no, I'm not going there again. Bro, I went there on a holiday visa.
Yeah.
But obviously, I'm going there to earn money, innit?
Yeah.
So I'm going there, and I should have known this was all bookie because the general manager of the club, he was like, listen, before you land, delete all our conversations about like football and all that, just in case. I was like, what are you talking about? Bro, I go to immigration, the lady's there. She was like, what's the passcode to your phone? I said, what? Like, they can do whatever. She went through my phone and she was going through like conversations. So if she had seen what she wanted to have seen, they would have rejected my visa and would have rejected me.
Oh.
Crazy, bro.
Is that a regular thing?
Yeah. Regular, bro. Regular.
Because they must, how would they know, like, was you just a random stop or something like that? Or did they think, oh, he looks like a footballer?
No, like, it was just,
Because they didn't go for my phone like that.
Yeah. Maybe they just had a bad day and they wanted to go to someone, but yeah, bro. If that would have been like hilarious if I had flown all over there and then would have been rejected at the border because the type of visa I was on was a holiday visa. I was only there for 6 weeks, so it wasn't like I was breaking any rules or anything. But yeah, immigration there is mad, bro.
Yeah. Listen, they don't play.
That's why you have no records of terrorism or anything like that, because they're very like.
I respect that, man.
Yeah.
You know, I respect that.
100%.
Okay, so you're still in Australia's madness.
Yeah.
So, and then if in Enfield, Wingate.
Yeah.
Anything else to address? I feel like there's something else there. What about Walthamstow? They've not been. Yeah.
Yeah. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, exactly.
It's,
they've not exactly been squeaky clean this season either.
Jason and Ade, man.
Yeah, exactly.
My boys, man. They did them dirty. Yeah. It's one of the things, like, when it happened, us players are looking at each other like, really? Like, if it's going to happen to them, like 2 of our top players,
exactly,
it's going to happen to me, kind of thing. And yeah, it's not something that I was like, I wasn't surprised because there's been a few things that's happened with that club, but you just don't do that, man. I remember, like, when it happened, I called Ade. I was like, Ade, what's going on? He's like, bro, I found out through Twitter. And I'm like,
swear?
Yeah, bro. Like, it was crazy. And obviously it blew up, and a lot of people were getting onto the club. Like me, I've always had like a good relationship with the chairman and the manager at Walthamstow, but towards the end, I just see the same patterns as well, patterns of behaviour towards other players, towards myself. And you don't want that, man. You want, like, especially the type of players like that they've had. I've been there 3 seasons now. I played nearly 100 appearances. I've given my all for that club. I've tried my all. Like, I've really tried to help them get promoted, get playoffs and whatever. And then you just don't get the respect that you feel like you deserve. Like, this is what I'm talking about. Baller League, I played 8 weeks. I get all the love and all the respect and all the, not that we do it for that obviously, but it's nice. It's nice.
Yeah.
And then you do it for your team on a Saturday and it's like, whatever. You're supposed to do that. You don't really get that adulation that you feel like you deserve, you know?
So you're gonna stick with him next season then, or?
I do wanna try. Like, I'm 28 now, so I feel like I'm like hitting my prime, so to speak, and I do want to try at least step 3 next year, step 3 to step 2. Where that is, no idea. Obviously, May is renowned for being the Wild West in the league, so you don't know what happens, bro. But I think playing in Baller League helps. Putting myself in the window. So we'll see what happens, man. But yeah, I'd like to try myself at a higher level next year.
And that can happen, man. Like, I wish that for you, man. Especially with, look, the name that you're making for yourself right now is only going to benefit you in the future.
100%.
Do you know what I'm saying?
100%.
And all the experiences that you've come across, whether it be Australia, Enfield, or Wingate, whatever, it's building up that character for you in the future. So, it can happen, man.
But I always say, bro, if you want a crash course in life, bro, spend a couple of years in non-league, man. Bro, you be equipped for all types of behaviours, all types of mannerisms and everything, man. It's an education in itself, isn't it?
If you manage to come out the other side with your sanity
yeah. Not many people have, you know.
Yeah, exactly. Then you've done well. You've done well.